Over the past decade, both federal and state departments of education have committed to improving literacy and numeracy standards within Australian schools. Referring to the Alice Springs Education Declaration, under Goal 1, there is a conscious aim to ensure that all young Australians have the essential skills in literacy and numeracy as the foundation for learning. Both documents stress the importance of supporting young Australians to become 21st century learners, gaining the knowledge and skills necessary to operate in an evolving landscape driven by new technology and rapid societal development. Within the Australian curriculum, literacy has been identified as a general capability and must be embedded within all subjects and learning areas across the F to 10 curriculum. The Australian curriculum presents literacy as a series of 6 interrelated elements that exist within the learning continuum. There are 2 overarching processes of comprehending texts and composing texts. From these 2 overarching processes, there are 4 knowledge areas: text knowledge, grammar knowledge, word knowledge, and visual knowledge. Literacy in geography involves students using their reading and viewing, writing and creating, and speaking and listening skills to explore, interpret, and evaluate geographical phenomena and issues, and communicate ideas geographically. Likewise, in Butler's article titled "The Literacy of Geography," he discusses the reciprocal relationship between geography and the development of literacy skills. It can therefore be reasoned that the subject of geography presents a wealth of opportunities for teachers to extend their students' literacy knowledge. Exploring literacy within the context of geography, Lee and Krewalt expand upon the disciplinary literacy, which is separated into geographical language, visual literacy skills, and spatial literacy skills. Considering geographical language, students are required to develop a comprehensive understanding of how disciplinary specific language is used and modified for specific purposes. Visual literacy skills must be developed in order for students to make meaning of information communicated through various visual modes. Geography is a subject which is rich in multimodal text, including visual literacy and spatial literacy. In a subject like geography, the visual is as important, if not more so, than any written word. Geography teachers must ensure that they are exposing their students to various different mediums of visual and multimodal text, including graphs, maps, diagrams, models, photographs, and illustrations. A resource which Lee and Krewalt advocate for teachers to utilize is the Literacy Teaching Toolkit, provided by the Victorian Department of Education and Training. In addition to this tool, Lee and Krewalt also introduce the Layers of Inference framework, a guide which supports students to critically analyze photographs and other visual texts. A key text which can be utilized by geography teachers to guide the practice of embedding literacy within the curriculum is Teaching Humanities and Social Sciences, mainly Chapter 7, Developing Language and Literacy, by Robert Gilbert. Within this chapter, Gilbert discusses the strong relationship between literacy and the humanities. As a medium for thinking about and studying society, participation in its institutions, and relating to others, communication is a central focus of the humanities and social sciences, which connect very directly with literacy goals of the curriculum as a whole. To develop new literacy skills within geography, Gilbert explores strategies for developing critical literacy, drawing upon the work of Freebody 2000. Within Freebody's approach, there are 4 roles of the reader that must be developed through literacy teaching. These are code breaker, text participant, text user, and text analyst. To address these 4 roles of the reader, Gilbert proposes that teachers employ the SQ3R approach by McManus and Toppings, which supports explicit reading. This is crucial within the field of Haas as critical reading in the humanities and social sciences links text to their social context as distinct from dealing with abstract ideational meaning. Geography teachers can also employ the IMSCI approach to teaching genres, originally developed by Reed in 2010. Inquiry can play an important role to support the development of both literacy and geography skills. Comprehension can be led by inquiry. Geography teachers can utilize inquiry as an instructional model that situates learning in lived experience, connects this experience to the curriculum, and guides students to address real-world issues in a consciously crafted classroom culture. The role which literacy plays within education is central to the development of skills which are necessary for all learners, allowing young Australians to engage with and contribute towards our evolving society in meaningful ways. Teachers must move beyond the limitations of traditional literacy and support students as they engage with new literacy. Furthermore, educators must reflect upon the evolution of literacy, responding to emerging technologies and societal changes, as well as the implications these will have upon 21st century learners.